South Korea finds presumed remains of ferry disaster victims. Seoul, South Korea, AP. Salvage crews in South Korea on Tuesday found bones and shoes believed to be from missing victims of a 2014 ferry disaster that killed 304 people, an official said. The unexpected discovery, however, triggered an angry reaction from the missing victims' relatives, who criticized the government's salvage operation as poorly planned and questioned whether other remains might have gotten lost while workers raised the sunken ship last week. Workers have just completed a massive operation to lift the corroding 6,800 tons UL from the sea, and recovering the remains of the 9 missing victims would put the country a step closer to finding closure to one of its deadliest maritime disasters. Rescue workers had recovered the bodies of 295 people, most of them students on a high school trip, before the government ended underwater searches in November 2014, 7 months after the ship sank. 9 of the ferry's passengers had remained missing. On Tuesday, crews found 6 bones near a beam beneath the front side of the ferry, which had been loaded onto a heavy lift transport vessel that will carry it to port, said Lee Kyol-jo, an official from the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries. It wasn't immediately clear whether the bones, measuring from 4 to 18 centimeters, 1.5 to 7 inches, belonged to one person or multiple people, said Lee, adding that DNA tests to identify the victims would take at least 2 to 3 weeks. Crews also found shoes and other items that were presumed to have belonged to victims. It's presumed that the bones came out with the mud that spilled out from the ship's front, said Lee, adding that the bones might have come out from the ship's A deck, where passenger cabins were. He said crews suspended